What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with Silos. I'm your host, Silos. Today we're back with Power, the review for Power. This is the series finale of Power. I am going to be going into spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, please stop this video, go watch the episode, come back and watch it. Before we get started, please hit the like button, subscribe, and let's jump right into it. Appreciate all of you guys for being here. And so I knew from, I want to say 5 to 6 episodes out, I knew who killed Ghost. The way that they writ this story, something was telling me that it was Reek. And the way that they're building it, that, you know, the Power Book 2, and as you saw first of all, I'm going to say, 50, man, you killed it, man. Congrats to the whole cast and everybody. It's crazy. This show, I've been a fan of it since day one. This is a great show. The way at the end that they showed how Power is going to be forever is amazing. So the next one we're going to, and it starts this summer, it's going to be Power Book 2. And it's crazy because I don't know how long these shows are going to be, because if this goes 6 seasons also, the next chapter, and then because they show Power Book 2, Power Book 3, Power Book 4, and Power Book 5. If each of those shows has about 6 to 7 seasons, guys, that is, 50 is going to be around forever. If Power is never going to stop. And I'm excited for it, man. I'm definitely going to be watching, tuning in every week, and I'm just so glad I don't have to wait a whole nother year. It's coming this summer, guys. Power Book 2, following Tariq, following Tasha, you know. Now let I don't want to get too far ahead. Let's get back into this episode. At first of all, I'm gonna say, Tasha, that was the dumbest thing you did at the end. Like, you should have just trusted Reek, because at the end of the day, they couldn't have said anything, because if they would have, if the police would have done something, all Reek had to say was Saxe was there. He would have put the blame on Saxe, and that would have been done. You know, because everything was handled, and it kind of pissed me off, because Reek should have said something from the beginning. Reek should have said, "Look, I talked to Saxe, such and such happened. You know, everything's gonna be good." But the fact that he didn't, well, she did what any mom would do. She overreacted, and she was like, I gotta take matters into my own hands. And by doing that, she made matters worse. So, man, it's crazy. And one side note that I do want to say: last week, we had not last week, the week before was Tommy's episode, and we saw how he went to Cali. I'm hoping these next Power books, as they're calling it, follows Tommy, because Tommy, I feel like Tommy is on his verge of just total control. And if he takes total control in Cali, so then eventually when Reek starts getting into power, comes back, and I would like to see them both together, but I would like to also see them at war. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be a nice story, to keep it going. What else coming off this? I just finished watching the episode. As you can see it in the back right there. Another big thing that happened. I do like the correlations and how. Okay, so one thing, because I did watch Power Confidential afterwards. I did like, and I didn't realize it when I was watching it. But if going back and seeing what the actors were saying, the directors and stuff like that, how every episode Ghost acted differently towards that person. So whenever he said something to somebody, it wasn't like that first episode when we initially saw him get shot, where it was through the eyes of Jamie. So Jamie, Ghost, was doing everything how he was doing it. But then everybody else's interpretation of how he was saying certain things, it changed, like dialogue. Okay, so that cemetery scene where Tasha's like, he tells Tasha, I relieve you from my marriage. and we're done. You know, you ain't nothing but a what is it? He said nothing but a chicken bone, something. And like in the real one, like in the first one, he didn't say that. That was just Tasha's interpretation of, you think of me so low that you know, you don't need me. You know, you never loved me. You never did this. And so like, that's, to me, that is great directing, and that is crazy. Just like Tariq, when he's talking to Tariq in the club for the first time, when we see it, it's like, yo, son, I'm gonna be there for you, you know, every step of the way. I can't, you know, I can't do nothing about it. But me going into office, I can help you, and I can do this and I can do that. Now in this episode, we see Tariq, and he's like, I ain't going to jail, bro. Look at me. I'm powerful. I can't do that. I'm about to be married. But don't worry, man. I'm gonna be with you every step of the way. You have my word. So of course, how's that sound? You know, we always see the bad in what everybody's saying. We don't ever see what's really happening. So that was such a real aspect of these directors and how they took this, that it was amazing. I loved it. It was great. Now, I keep on flashing back in my head to the ending, because it just pisses me off. Because if Tariq would have just told his mom what happened, and if Tasha would have just trusted him, like, either way, she would not be in jail right now. But I guess it's gonna change some stuff, and I feel like how this next series, next Power Book 2 is gonna be, is that Tasha's gonna become very powerful in jail, and it's gonna change some shit, and I want to see what's gonna happen. So I saw they show a little preview. They showed Exhibit. Is it Exhibit or Method Man? My bad, Method Man. Wow, that was my bad. I did not mean to disrespect that man like that. Method Man. They show him like working with Sax. So I'm glad they went that route, because I thought what they were gonna do was do a jump. So when I heard Method Man was coming to this project, I thought they were gonna do a jump, and Method Man was gonna be like an older version of Tariq. I'm glad they're saying we're young Tariq. And one thing I gotta say before I continue with that, young Tariq, the actor, I forgot his name. I'll look it up later. But Tariq, the roller coaster that 50 and these directors put us on with Tariq. We hated him. We didn't like him, to the point to where we wanted to kill this little man because he was being a little disrespectful motherfucker. Excuse my language. But to the point is to now is like, I still don't like him, but I totally I don't totally, but I respect him because I understand where he's at. I mean, the actor, I love that kid, man. That kid can act. You feel me? I like him. I think he's cool. But like Reek, he got a glimpse of my respect. I understand. I get it. But I'm just happy to see where it's gonna go. Like, I feel like this is like, okay, so most of y'all who've seen my videos, you know I'm a big fan of Superman, and I don't mean to turn it into nothing like that, but Superman's story is a story about how the father becomes the son, and the son becomes the father. And the way that they ended this series, the whole series in general, the way how they spin it around in Tariq's arc and Ghost's arc, in some ways, I feel like the son became the father and the father became the son. And I think that's the best way to describe power in a nutshell towards Tariq's life and how his arc went into the show. And I'm now in his new Power Book 2, I want to see him actually, because we saw when he takes that last shot at Ghost, he tells him, I ain't doing this for mom. Mom didn't put me up to this. You don't understand. It's me. This is me. This is me. I'm you. And when he said that, that's like the first thing that popped in my head was that. And I was like, yo, the father becomes a son and the son becomes a father. So it was a nice correlation, a nice thing. And I saw that and I was like, damn, like, dude, this is crazy. This is freaking amazing. So I really do like that. That was pretty cool. Let me see. How Tasha tried to set up Homeboy, I thought that was dumb. That, like, not dumb, but yeah, dumb. Like, it just didn't, like, why? Why him? Why didn't you try to set up anybody else? You know? That made no sense. You were walking around with Sax all day. You were telling him. Why didn't you try to set him up? You know? I don't know. I didn't really like that part. I thought that part was pretty crazy because at the end of the day, you think that Quentin guy wasn't gonna turn on her, especially when she didn't stick up for him. That man had a daughter, and he on probation. Of course he gonna turn on you, girl. Come on. That's what kind of irked me. I was like, man, Tasha, like, why'd you do that? Like that did not need to be. Honestly, we gotta blame Tariq because Tariq should have just told her from the beginning. Look, I talked to Sax, and Sax set me down, and and I told him, look, you say that I did it, I'm gonna say you were there, and I'm gonna say who I really saw, which was you. So yeah. So, you know, Tariq had it all planned out, and Tariq was a G at the end. I can't say that. I do like that how he was. He's like, yo, mom, you trust me, right? We got each other. Get out. I got this. He got his clothes. He burned it up like he was taught. Got changed, and then he turned it over when they called him over to the office. So I want to see how he's gonna be coming into power through this whole thing in school, in Chope, which was crazy because at the end they show how this whole story arc started with Jamie and Angela and Tommy. I didn't like the actors that they picked to play their younger versions. I didn't really like that. It didn't look like them, but it was crazy because they were talking about Chope, Jamie, and Angela, and Cho is where Jamie told Tariq to go. So that was like a crazy ass correlation, and how the next Power Book 2 season is going to be in Cho. So that's crazy. I really do like that, and I want to see him how he's gonna. We didn't know much about this girl that he was working with and the white boy he was working with over there in the school. So like I want to dive deep into them and see. So I think that girl is Jones is the cop little sister or something, because something happened there. I think, I think she has some correlation. She working with somebody to take down Tariq. So we'll see. I'm excited, guys. This summer, Power Book 2 will be available. It's gonna start. So, guys, let me know down in the comments what you guys think, what you felt, how what you expected, what you saw, what I did not talk about. What you guys want to talk about. Let's get real in the comments. I love you guys. Power. I know I've been all over the place, but I had to do this. I love the episode. The episode was great. The series was great, and I'm ready for more to come. I cannot believe we had never gonna get rid of 50. 50 said, y'all gonna try to get rid of me? All right, I'm gonna put my foot in the movie industry. He put his foot in, and he ain't coming out. He's going deeper and deeper. He got another show on NBC, I believe, NBC, and I'm gonna check that out too. I believe is For Life. I believe it's called. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely gonna be checking into that. I'll try to do my best to do reviews when I catch it, when I can. But yeah, you best believe when Power comes out, I'll be here. All right, guys, please comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. I started streaming. I did my first stream yesterday on Star Wars. I'm going to continue. I'll be doing the whole story mode and the whole game. I'm completed 100% on here on stream. I just downloaded Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I will be starting a stream on that today. We'll be doing that. So, and then we'll jump back to Star Wars. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you. I will be going to see Birds of Prey again tonight. I have my non-spoiler put up earlier this week. I went on Wednesday. Thank you, DC Universe and Warner Brothers, for sending me to go see that for the early VIP screening. It was amazing. I had a great time. It was really cool. Yeah, I'm going to see it again, and then I'll be doing spoilers tonight after I watch the movie. So be on the lookout for that. All right, guys. Again, please comment, like, subscribe. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Peace.